Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and the third annual Waco Small Biz Summer Expo is coming up July 1st from 12 to 4 p.m. at 1001 North 18th Street, presented by the Queens and Public Affair alumni, Christina Martinez and Vera Castillo. Listen, there's going to be DJs, face painting, food trucks, and so much more. If you're interested in becoming a vendor, just slide in their DMs on their Facebook page at Waco Small Biz Summer Expo. I'll be co-hosting too, so I'll see you guys there.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. Now, of course, before we continue, I definitely have to show my love and gratitude to everybody who continues to show so much love and support to The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you guys, of course, to Rogue Media Network, who just lets me do me on this show and hasn't canceled me just yet. It's been almost 3 years. Mike and Allison, thank you guys so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Now, before we continue with my very, very special guest who I've been begging to come onto this show for many years, 2 years, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, this episode is brought to us by David Santabañez with Alinea Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office. That's right, that he's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea or call the number on the screen, darling. That's right, my boy David is out there selling you your dream chateaus just like he's going to do for me one day. And that's why he remains the #1 sales agent in his office, David Santabañez. Thank you so much for all you do for me and The Public Affair. Of course, the Arturo's Framework, Arturo y Eva de la Cruz. They do wood framing for houses and all remodeling. Listen, if you want to buy a brand new house from the ground up and just build it the way you want to, they do that for you as well. Hablan inglés y español. Call the number on the screen for a free in-town consultation or follow on Facebook at Arturo's Frame. All remodeling as well. All remodeling as well. True work, absolutely professional. That's right, Arturo's Frame. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Waco fencing and stuff with Juan Morales. Now, Juan is building privacy fences and chain link fences for all that extra at-home privacy. You know, your house is gorgeous or whatever, right? The grass, all that, whatever. But it's missing that one thing to make it look super duper scrumptious, and it's that fence, darling. That's right. And Waco Fencing and stuff is going to help you do that. He also does demolitions, builds wood decks, stone patios, and gorgeous flower beds. That's right. You can contact him with them on the screen for your consultation. So Waco Fencing and stuff, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. Of course, to Joseph Blancas with JB Auto Detailing, who provides mobile detailing for all of Waco and the surrounding area. Ew, why are you going to take your car to the car wash? It's my hot outside, right? Sitting in line, gross, whatever. He can come to you, all right? Promising 100% satisfaction guaranteed, leaving your vehicle looking brand new, spanking new, fresh. That's right, darling, fresh. Pricing and such at jbautodetailing.net. Call the number on the screen to book and follow on Facebook at JB Auto Detail. To Joseph Blancas, thank you so much for your longtime support. And of course, I can't go on without thanking Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's Hauling Service. They run dump trailers. You fill it up, they haul it away. They do junk removals, tree brush removals, haul cars in and out of town. Your car breaks down, they come and get you. That man won't get out of the house and he has to drop you off at work with your own car. He'll come get him too. Book now with the number on the screen to Banda's Hauling Service. To Julian and Ana Banda. Thank you guys so much for all your support of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys, like I said, I've been so excited to have this next guest onto The Public Affair. She's like one of the people that were on my list that I've been begging, which means that I'm not going to throw away the list of secret people that I have that I've been begging to come on the show, because this kind of just validates everything, that they're really not that scared. They just have to get a chance to know me. And I did kind of sneak into her class and start working out for the purpose of this and enter a Festivus Games contest for the purpose of this. I did a lot for her in this, and listen, she's doing this for me, and I'm so grateful to have her here. And we have another special guest with her, the youngest guest of The Public Affair. I am so finally glad to finally welcome the queen of fitness herself here in Waco. Monika Bergstad-Long and her daughter Malz is here on The Public Affair. Malz, Monika, how you doing? How you doing?
Great. Finally.
Malz, how about, you're the youngest guest I've ever had on The Public Affair. How do you feel about that?
I feel good.
That's good.
You picked the right one.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, Monika, it goes without saying that a lot of people in this town look up to you when it comes to fitness, especially a lot of women. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that from the very beginning when somebody told me about your name, and I was always doing my homework and I was always stalking you on social media, and I'm just going to join her class, just kind of see what it's all about. And then kind of groom her into coming onto this show. It worked. It worked. Of course. Yes. No. I wonder why the hesitation in the beginning.
Honestly, watching all your other shows, and I'm sure other people felt this way, I felt like I didn't have anything interesting or story, because a lot of my friends have been, Ashley's been on the show, Abby, they all have a backstory, and not saying that I don't have a backstory, but I just felt like my life's has just been pretty, you know.
Well, you know, I think it's fair to say that you do live a pretty low-key lifestyle. I mean, the only thing that we ever see about you is fitness. It's FabFit, motivating the other women or the other guys for that matter, and motivating everybody. So you do kind of lead a private life, which is really good because it's a very small town.
Oh,
and
sure.
you know, we know.
For sure.
You know, okay. Yeah. But no, I'm just really glad that you finally trusted me to come on. You know, everybody thinks you have to be inspiring. Well, in a sense, but sometimes I have those ratchet episodes too.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? I've definitely hit these too hard.
You throw some in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to.
Yeah. No, for sure. Now, Malz, what about you? When your mom told you that you were coming onto the public affair, what was going on in your mind? Did you feel like you were going to be famous and the coolest kid in school, or what?
I felt like an adult.
She probably always feels like an adult because she's always around adults.
Yeah, well, you know, one time my friend said something really adult to me and you thought he was talking to you.
We're not going to say that.
We're not going to say that word on this show.
You know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to get in trouble. No, but anyway, listen, again, I'm so excited. So, Monika, for anybody who's living under a rock in town and they don't know who you are, can you just introduce yourself to us, please, and tell us a little bit about you and growing up and all that, please? My
name is Monika Selma Bergstad-Long.
Ooh. I forgot the Selma, I'm sorry.
I was not born here. I came from Nevada.
Oh, okay.
But my parents moved here and opened a restaurant, which that could be another show.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, Lolitas.
I don't think Lolita would come, but.
No, probably not. But everybody in this town loves Lolitas, and I told you I need to give them a third chance.
Yes, you do. You do. But we moved here. I grew up here, went to school here. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows our family from Lolitas, of course.
Yeah.
I moved away to San Marcos, lived there almost 13 years,
mm-hmm.
went to school there. My other two children were born there. I was always into fitness. I was an athlete.
Oh, so that was always a thing.
Always a thing.
Okay.
But I went to school for broadcasting.
Oh, did you?
For mass communication. Like I wanted to get in journalism. I wanted to advertise and stuff, but
what happened?
That changed. I don't know.
I would have never gotten that from you.
Totally.
I would have never gotten that from you.
On the backside, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was always into fitness, even in college, more so. And then growing up in a family who had health issues and stuff, especially my dad, it just made me want to go that route even more.
Okay, got you.
So
yeah, I wanted to ask too, because you guys have one of the biggest Mexican restaurants in town. Like a lot of people know what Lolitas is and they really, really like it. Yes. And you know, that doesn't really coincide to how did Monika get into fitness when they're all, you know, making tortillas and our beautiful elefantes or whatever they're called. You know what I mean?
Well, now there's options like low carb options. And
oh, okay. Did you inspire that part of the menu?
No.
Okay.
I think all the millennials who came in who started ordering stuff like that just.
Oh, I got you. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I had to do for Monika to come onto the show was go to a Festivus Games. Okay, which was complete and utter just nerve-wracking. Like I was a nervous wreck the whole way to Colleen. But you know what I liked, Monika, is that you really you had more than, it wasn't just my team.
Right.
Like how many teams it was half your people.
Yeah, and this one we had 7 teams of 3, which has been the most. But we've done it for a couple years in the past, and I've probably had maybe 2, 3, maybe 4, but this was the biggest one. So
I wonder for you how stressful that is to have to train. I mean, we were having to coordinate times anywhere between 5 a.m. to at night.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was nuts, but it was worth it.
For sure.
Totally worth it.
Yes, and we placed second. I ate that shit up for 2 weeks. Don't play with me. I recorded the next day with Orlando Montalongo and wore my medal.
I would still wear your medal to sleep.
Exactly. What about Malz? Because she lifts pretty heavy too, though.
Oh,
okay,
sure.
yeah, she be lifting with the men. Oh. And so, how long has it been since you got into fitness with your mother?
Say I was born into it. FabFit's 9 years old.
Oh, okay. And then she's 9.
And she's 9.
Yeah.
So she literally says.
Were you lifting weights out of the womb?
Pretty much. Yep.
So when I was 4, I used to do the workout.
Okay.
And that's how I lift heavy.
Okay. So are you like the strongest kid in your class though? Even stronger than the boys? Yeah.
Totally.
She tries to say it humbly, okay? Hey, listen, wait, before we continue though, Monika and her daughter bought me a gift, which I love receiving gifts. Usually I get them just from men, but because they be in the DMs. Okay, so we got the koozie for sure, right?
Yay.
I should have bought a beer with me. And then definitely Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this? Is this a towel?
Because I know how much you like to sweat.
I need this right now. That is so cute.
I knew it.
Monica, why would you do that to me? Look, they're gonna roast me for 3 weeks. Okay. Listen, I love it. Look, I'm gonna start wearing it right because I sweat like a monsoon on this show. We're always drinking.
Clip it on your belt loop and.
Oh, look, it does have a clip. That's cute. Monica, don't play with me. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. So as far as life growing up for you guys, would you say that things were pretty? Were they easy for you guys? I mean, your parents are Mexican. Did they immigrate here? Did you guys have any adversities or anything like that?
Well, my mom's from Mexico.
Yes.
And my dad's Norwegian.
Oh, he's Norwegian. Oh,
so that's
okay.
a odd mix.
Yeah.
And then my kids come along, and that's a diva.
Yeah, because your kids are black, so you're black, Norwegian, and Mexican.
Yep.
Ay, Dios mío, what's going on there?
Okay. A lot.
Yeah, but life for you specifically growing up, can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I would say I really appreciate that we've had a really blessed life. Like
Okay.
my parents have always, and my mom coming from, like my mom did not go to school.
Oh,
so
really?
so she's so successful considering, and what she built in Waco, like, a lot of people,
Yeah.
you can't do that, especially she didn't speak English.
Yeah.
My dad did not speak Spanish.
Right.
So they both learned those languages, fell in love, came across Waco in between Dallas and Austin and said,
Right.
let's just
do it here. How long has it been since you lived in Waco?
40 years.
40 years? Okay, so how would you say the city has changed since you moved here 40 years ago?
Oh my God, tremendously. So much.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when this area was
Nothing.
Yeah. Like, literally.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever see yourself being such a big inspiration in this city, though? I mean, listen, there's a lot of women that look up to you. And
I didn't even think I'd be in Waco. I think I would have been in Austin, San Antonio area. But we moved back because my dad's health.
Oh, okay.
So, which I'm glad we did because the kids were young and I wanted my parents to be around their grandkids. So we moved back, which I complained then because I did, Waco.
Well, we don't understand.
I was like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. I moved here from New York. I completely get it. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on with this town? There's nothing here. Yeah. Well, how did we end up here? It was like, it was ridiculous. Right?
Yeah. And now,
I'm curious about your broadcasting background. I kind of want to know a little bit about that because she was so shy to come onto this show. Like, she just did not want to do it. Right. But what was that all about? And why'd you give that up?
I did broadcasting in college,
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted to do. I was like my journalism teacher's pet. So I was literally like, okay, that's the route I want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So I moved to San Marcos, went to Texas State, got my degree in mass comm. It changed. I became a writer.
Yes.
And I got tired of that. And then I was like, you know what? I want to make advertisements. I want to make Super Bowl advertisements.
Oh, okay,
that was my end goal.
Yes.
And then I graduated. My husband was right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I got pregnant, had the first kid, started grad school, had the second kid, and they just kept coming.
Yeah, it's just 3 kids though, right?
Yes.
And we picked Malz to come onto the public affair. You should
course.
feel very special about that, Malz.
Yes.
Yes, you should.
Because your brother was bugging.
Is it something that you would want to go back into?
I think about it time to time.
Yeah.
Because in the fitness field, like, I'm 44. I'm going to be 45 this year.
Okay.
So am I your oldest?
No. And I've slept with men older than you, Monica. Stop this. Was that inappropriate in front of Malz? I'm sorry. No. Okay. She's heard. I know she's heard worse. She goes to class.
She hears worse. Yes, she hears it all.
Have you met my mother?
Wow.
I
Bam.
met your mom and those girls in class, and all of them got potty mouths. So I know what you're exposed to a lot. Okay.
Natural.
No, I got you. Okay, listen, let's talk a little bit about your fitness beginnings because, like you said, you've been into fitness pretty much your whole life. Okay. And it would seem like, I mean, even in the last couple of years that I was doing my homework on you, Monica, that a lot of people have really just kind of gravitated towards you. I mean, you probably arguably have one of the biggest fitness classes in town.
It's grown so
I
much.
mean, now it'd be like 25 of us in class 30.
I know.
And sometimes I'm like turned off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
no.
you know, so I go to the corner and stick to myself, the guys. You know what I mean? Just over there, or whatever. Talk to me a little bit about the beginnings, though. I mean, like you mentioned that you were always into it.
Yes.
I mean, so how did that all get started anyway?
Well, I was an athlete at school, and then in college, like I didn't work initially, so I would do studies and then go work out. Do studies, go work out. So I think I caught up more in fitness when I was in college. But like I said, when I moved back here, the boys were young, so I didn't work. Just my husband was working.
Yeah.
And Becca, the director at the center, was like, come work for me. And she wanted me to work with kids. And I was like,
No, yeah.
I don't do kids.
I can't do with kids.
No,
I did career day a couple weeks ago.
I saw that.
The hell was going on here? Monica, I wasn't. I can't. Like, I'm not for children. Barely Malz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, no. What, was it a mess? Did you hear things?
No.
You know, I cursed only twice in class.
Did you?
It was an accident.
What did you say?
Damn in hell.
Oh.
But those aren't that bad, right?
No.
The kids were, they were terrorists. The kids, no, they were beautiful, right? But they were terrorists. Like, one kid, I heard her say, he's gay. Like, I heard her. Yeah, I was like, I caught you. You know, they don't have no chill.
No.
So it's not for you. So it's not for you. No. Okay, gotcha.
But I ended up working for her for a little while because
Yeah.
my oldest was young and he got in the program. So I did it for him.
So you did it for him. Okay.
Yeah. Well, some of the people I worked with there were already trainers.
Yeah.
2 guys I worked with, Wayne and Ernest, and they were like, you should do it. And I think Wayne was trying to get away from training. He was actually training like in personal training people.
Right.
So I kind of took over that, and I started out with like 3 people.
Yeah, for sure.
Know? And then within maybe 6 months, it was a group setting, group classes. It grew. So I started in 2014.
Right.
In 2015, it grew to maybe like 16 people in class. And It grew to 20, and the classes were big. And then COVID hit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then we just completely had to shut down.
Oh, okay. So
And
you
then-
didn't even do class.
Yeah.
Wow.
We would kind of do stuff, not Zoom, but outside.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when we were allowed to come back, crazy. But imagine having to work out with the mask on.
Oh, my God. I would have died.
We did that for I don't know how many months.
Girl, get out of here. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes.
Because I personally didn't even start working out until like months after COVID started. Yeah, because I started the show in the middle of COVID, like when it was kind of popping off.
Yeah.
And then I started working out, I want to say like that September when I got involved with Soko.
Yeah.
And we weren't wearing masks. I mean,
Yeah.
there was times where he had to stop because one of us would catch COVID. You know
Right.
what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, was that?
It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder how you managed though, because that's what you do, right? Is fitness. So you were essentially out of work.
Yeah.
Correct. So what did Monica? Did you go work at Lolita's or?
On Sundays. On Sundays. But thankfully, my husband is essential or was essential,
Yeah.
so he kept his job. But
okay.
I also worked at the YMCA
Oh, I see.
then too. But
Yeah.
during COVID, we weren't working. But
Okay.
we managed.
Right.
COVID for a lot of people was bad, but it was good for us.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I got you. Malz, are you bored over there or something? Or? Malz, what about you? I mean, were you proud of your mother about how far she's come with all the fitness, people that are inspired by her? Or do you get jealous and you want to be like her?
That face.
Malz is a lot more shy than I thought she'd be, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah. What's going on? Are you nervous? It's okay to be nervous. Oh, so what's up?
Right? Last night you were ready. Ready.
Malz, you play basketball, correct? In school. Okay, so are you the best in school or what's going on there? And how did you get into basketball?
So, about 5 years ago,
Okay.
I was playing
Yeah.
little league basketball,
Okay.
and I liked it.
Yeah.
So
It's like career day all over again. School was okay. So then you found that you were breaking ankles and then you decided that you were going to do this, correct? Gotcha.
Yes.
Pretty much. Now she's on her second team, and they actually have 2 games tonight.
Oh, so do you play select basketball, or is that how that works? Kind of like how soccer is?
Yes.
Okay, got you. So and school and select, right? So you guys are having to travel quite often. Is that quite daunting on the family sometimes?
It is. I can't have class tomorrow because we'll be at a tournament.
Malz, ew, I was trying to work out tomorrow. I wonder as a 9-year-old, do you realize a lot of the sacrifices that your parents make so you can do that? Or that doesn't set in yet? That's
they didn't do no sacrifices.
They don't. Okay, perfect.
Wow.
Maybe like 5 classes.
Like 5, they should just 5 classes, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's not a big
essentially
deal.
over $100 a class. You're right. So,
Wow.
Monica, talk to me about building your clientele, though. How did you end up? Because we know a lot of personal fitness trainers, but it's hard to get people to work out, right?
is.
And so, how did you end up building your clientele?
To be honest, I've never advertised, my business. It's pretty much word of mouth. You see
Yeah.
how all these girls post, and literally every night when I go home, my husband knows, like, let me have an hour to post, and I post for all the people who come. I share their stuff. I post the daily pictures, and
Yeah.
And just from there, everybody who attends the classes, they're like, hey, so-and-so is going to message you.
Okay.
So-and-so is asking about classes, and
Right.
I'll get the messages, and I literally just copy and paste all the information. But it's grown so much because of the people who come.
Posted. Yeah. Isn't that great?
It's amazing.
It's like we have to put little to no effort. You know,
Totally,
it was the same
yes.
with the show, word of mouth. You know what I mean? So I was like, phew, thank God.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
sure. Well, listen, Monika, I definitely want to get more into, of course, FabFit. I definitely want to get more into you being as a personal trainer. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to refill on the mimosas, right? Because the adults are still here, right? And Malz has got her diet, or not Diet Coke, but her Coke Zero, so she's going to be all right. And when we get back, we're going to have more with Monika Selma, Bergstad-Long, FabFit with Monika, and FatFit with Monika, which I want to ask you about and how you came up with that name here on the Public Affairs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair with one of my trainers and good friends, Miss Monika Selma Bergstad-Long. I'm going to mess that up during this episode. I just know I am. With FatFit with Monika, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Magdaleno Drywall Solutions with Francisco Magdaleno, who is smoking hot, specializing in all drywall services, both residential and commercial. He also specializes in all interior and exterior painting, sheetrock, and so much more. Listen, he was on this show, and it's summertime, right? And he said on the show that when it gets too hot, sometimes they take their shirts off when they're working. So I'm just gonna come up to my apartment and paint something. I don't know what it is. And I'm gonna turn the heater on purpose. To Magdaleno Drywall Solutions, make sure you guys call the number on the screen to book today. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Oh, this is one of mine and Monica's favorites, J Pedal and Poke. Oh my God, our obsession, right? I should have you read the ad, but I'm scared. Like, we should do that. They provide delicious, savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls. They also have handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream for dessert. You could choose from a menu item, or like I like to do, Monika, because I like to be in control. Monika, which one is your favorite bowl from there?
I always create my own.
Right? Creating your own.
Their steak is like...
Oh my God, their steak is obsessive. I just want to roll around in it and take pictures with it and put it in people's DMs. Locations on University Parks Drive and Hewitt Drive. And you can order online at jpedaltx.com to Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and to the entire family at J Pedal and Poke. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Blue Star RV Services with Manny Guerrero, who's a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and so much more. Listen, I know better than anybody that RVs be messing up, especially when you buy them brand new. Don't take it nowhere. Let him come to you. He'll deal with the warranty company to get paid and everything. All you gotta do is pay him a small service fee. To Manny Guerrero with Blue Star RV Services, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to G-Boss Party Rentals with Hugo Garcia. Hit him up for all your party rentals, including bounce houses, dunk booths, and water slides. It is summertime. That's right, the water slides, the bounce houses, and he's got a mechanical bull. You could take that for a spin and then just have me over and then take me a video, and then all your men will be in my DMs. Listen to G-Boss Party Rentals with Hugo Garcia. Call the number on the screen to book and follow on Facebook at G-Boss Party Rentals. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Elite Barbershop with Sid Rodriguez, located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen to book or download the Squire app. He has me looking super snackish for all my episodes of The Public Affair. And listen, walk-ins are welcome as well. He's got Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, and Isai Reyes over there making you look as snackish as I have for more than 150 episodes of The Public Affair. Sid, thank you so much for all your support. I truly appreciate you, longest running sponsor of The Public Affair. It's supporter since I was on my radio days. That's right. And listen, I can't go on without thanking my girl, Ana Limones, with Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. You can call for all party decor, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra flair for your party or event. Listen, graduation parties, you want everybody to know, because balloon arches are in right now. Balloon arches are in right now, and wooden backdrops. Yes, I love it. And listen, that girl's dedicated. She's punctual, and her work is true. Make sure you call Ana Limones with the number on the screen with Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. Thank you so much for all your support of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we're gonna get right back into it with Monika Selma Bergstad-Long, the queen of FabFit with Monika and fitness here in Waco, who's making us look all super snackish. I've been attending your class since the beginning of this year. Is that how long I've been there?
Yep.
Yes, there we go. Perfect. And now, Malz, today was your last day of school, and did you tell all your friends you were going to be on The Public Affair? Or they don't care?
I didn't tell them.
Why? Did you keep it between us?
Yes.
You're going to let them see, right?
But it's called The Public Affair.
Yeah.
Why'd you put public? You should have put private.
Because I'm anything but private. But you're too young, and I can't. So we're not going there. So do you want to know how I came up with... No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to tell her. That's inappropriate. No. Just know that a lot of people... how do I put this? I can't. You choke me.
Cedar Ridge all over again.
Yeah. I did a career day at an elementary school, Malz, and you were giving me flashbacks of that. Because they had all crazy questions.
Just imagine what they asked.
Yes. How do you think it would have went at your school if I would have went over there? You think they would have made fun of me?
No.
No.
Or you wouldn't let
You
them.
should have stayed in the South.
Listen, I got booked. It was a booking. I said, how much does it pay? No, I'm kidding.
Okay. There you go.
Listen, okay, so, Monika, this is such a small town, right? And you've essentially been in Waco the majority of your life. I mean, how did you end up keeping your name so positive? It seems like everybody knows something about somebody in this city, or we do one thing and mess up and everybody knows your business. And
Right.
Yeah, what did Monika do that was different that you just kind of kept in the shadows? Besides mind your business.
Right. Mind my business.
Yeah.
Lolita's my mother.
Well, you have to watch what you do, right? Because then it gives a bad reputation to the restaurant.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think me being away from Waco
Mm-hmm.
for so long, because when I go to the restaurant, people are like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
They forgot there's a third kid, which I'm the youngest.
Right.
So I think I was gone for so long, kind of like I lost touch with everything going on in Waco, because when I came back, I was like, "Who? What?" Like,
Yeah.
just so much going on.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Now, as much as your mom has kept her name out of the shadows, what about you? Are you pretty much a troublemaker over there? Yeah, you are. How many fights did you get into at school this year? Why do you look like you beg to differ?
wow, no fights. She's a good student.
Oh,
Okay.
What's her
Oh
like?
wait, yeah. Tell us. Yeah.
Fists?
Oh yeah, fist fights. Yes.
0, but fights like with my mouth about 3.
What? Like, I'm intrigued to know what 9-year-olds are fighting about these days. Did somebody steal your Legos or something? Or you don't play with Legos?
I'm serious. I'm a serious girl.
Okay. So you don't like people playing with you. So tell me what happened. Was some boy playing with you and you told him off?
No. So some kid said they're better than me at anything.
Oh.
He
Silly.
even said basketball.
Yeah. Oh, and that was it for you.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. So what, did you break them ankles on the court or? But now what, are you guys friends or no?
It was like 0 to 50.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, Mouse.
Okay.
Is that why you play select basketball? Mouse, why do you look like you want to fight me? Stop this. You're giving me those eyes.
She says she's a serious girl.
Yeah, you're a very serious girl, Mouse. Yes. Do you want to beat me up right now? Is that what's going on?
No.
No? Okay. I'm nice, right? You want to beat my friend up because he said that one word, right? Anyway. No, okay, so Monika, yeah, you keep your name out of a lot of things going on or whatever, which we're gonna get to more here in a minute because you know what happened the other day. But was FabFit with Monika, the majority of your clientele, I will say, is women. When I first started going to your class, there was me and then there was Hector, right? And then it was just us two. But I think Morrow was going a little bit before, our friend Morrow was going a little bit beforehand. And then now we're just all kind of dedicated. At least the 3 of us men, I would say, are the most dedicated. Well, there's Charles. I don't know what happened to him. But
I just got a message from him today how he's ready to come back. He hurt his shoulder.
Oh, okay, yeah. Long story. Yeah, shout out Charles. But no, was that your goal, was to be geared more towards women, or is that just kind of what happened?
No, I think it just kind of happened that way because I think more group fitness classes target women more, because most guys would like to go to the gym and lift, you know.
Yeah.
But I think you going to SoCo, Morrow being a part of SoCo, y'all experienced that high intensity training, so like you knew what it was about. So but all the women who come, they bring their husbands or boyfriends, and they like it. So
Definitely. Why is everybody getting pregnant in your class? What's going on?
Oh my
Everybody is getting
gosh.
pregnant. Every time I turn around, somebody's pregnant. I'm like, I'm not pregnant, so I'm confused.
don't get anybody pregnant.
I can't.
Somebody told me today they were pregnant.
Oh, really? Can we give them a shout out?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But two babies were born this week from FabFit, and then somebody else was like, I'm knocked up, and I'm like,
yeah, for sure. What was your tactic to keep because it seems like a lot of the people that go to class now are very dedicated, right? So what do you think your tactic was in keeping them? Because getting into fitness and staying into fitness is a very hard thing.
It is.
Like for me personally, it wasn't anything that I planned to do.
Right.
I had met SoCo, I had met Morrow and them, and I just went, and they were all like soccer athletes, abs and shit, right? And then I was 300 pounds.
Intimidating, but
eating
see?
Lolitas. Yeah,
See?
So, yeah. So what was your tactic to keep people to keep coming, do you think?
To be honest, I think the community aspect of it, me, I always relate to who comes to my class because I've been through it.
Yeah.
You know? So like the people who come, I think they're comfortable because they have a place to come.
Yeah.
You know, because, and the good thing I say about me is that I always tell people to go try something else.
Right.
Go try CrossFit. Go try anything. Go try cycling, whatever, because there's a place for everybody. You know, you're going to find where you want. But I think everybody who comes to my class relate to each other. They've been through the same types of things that, you know, and we all come from basically the same community. So I think the community aspect of my class is what keeps people there.
I'm sorry, your daughter keeps cutting her eyes at me and it's really scaring me.
Wow.
Malz, why do you keep looking like that? Stop.
It's my daddy's look.
Is that how your dad looks?
I can't change it.
No? Are you your daddy's daughter? Yeah.
Totally.
I've never met your husband.
She's along. I know.
You guys are super private. I think that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have had your husband on this show. And maybe...
Yeah, because I don't know if he'll watch it. Like, I'm going to have to remind him, be like, hey.
Yeah. No.
We were on a
Remember
show.
the picture
What picture?
with Andrew with his big cheeks.
Oh.
What was that?
The side-by-side picture.
Oh, yeah.
The double chins.
There's a picture of us where we're, yes. And, you know, don't ever look like that when you're me, please. Is that the one that had Gigantor?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And she was a baby. You're only allowed to look like that when you're a baby.
Yeah, you're allowed to look like that when you're a baby. When, you know, Malz, it was just 3 years ago, I was almost 300 pounds. I was a big, gigantic mess. You can look at my old episodes of The Public Affair. Before we got involved, it was disgusting. And you know what? I could have used the first 50 episodes
50
of my
episodes.
show, okay? While we're using them ghetto paper towels and scratching my
Sorry I didn't come on sooner.
No, you know, okay. No, okay. You know, one of the biggest things about weight loss and staying fit is your eating habits, right?
100.
Now, your parents, again, own one of the biggest Mexican restaurants in town. And so tortillas and burritos are constantly getting thrown in your face.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. Now, Monika, how do you guys, man? I mean, because even your kids are super fit. Like your son, I've seen him. I don't think I've ever met your oldest son. But these two right here, they're all, you guys are just different. You're like little experiments.
Totally.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
So how do you like stay away? I mean, you know, and we're drinking mimosas, right? But we put in the work. Cheers. Okay. So how do you end up just like staying above the fray when it comes to, you know, your bad eating habits?
I mean, those habits are there. No one's perfect, for sure. And then being so busy with sports and stuff.
Yeah.
I think being busy with the kids helps, but sometimes when we're on the road so much, those eating habits.
Patty milk.
Yeah, I was.
Are patty melts your thing?
No, that was my thing.
Oh, that was your thing. Oh, okay.
She's telling my secrets.
I think those are the grossest things ever.
Really?
Yeah. When me, Maro, and Leslie go to lunch and we go to Whataburger, they get fucking patty. Well, he gets patty melts. And it looks
I knew I
disgusting
liked
to me.
Morrow for a reason.
Patty melts are gross. They just look so nasty.
Me and Crystal Alvarez will
Okay.
send pictures of our patty melts to each other.
Got you.
But we don't get them that often. Just when we do.
Can we
we're
start
like,
sending our pictures to J Pedal? Because nobody else wants to eat there except me and you.
I know Judy
Judy, we
loves
love
J
Judy.
Pedal. Oh my god,
Yeah.
my husband is like, eh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But you know what? You're like me. You're a big brunch person too.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm a brunch hoe, Monika. Like, I mean, I'll stay at some brunch. Don't invite me to no clubs, right? But if you tell me, Andrew, we're going to brunch at 10 in the morning, I'm there.
and they.
I'm there.
Do you not agree? Brunch should be every day, not just.
Absolutely.
not just
It
on
should be
Saturday and
every
Sunday.
day. No, yes. It should be every day.
Brunch is a time of the day.
Yes,
It's not
yes.
a day of the week.
I want eggs Benedict when I want it with French toast and mimosas all day. You know, I feel it's sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable because Malz is sitting right there. She's not old enough to drink.
She's used to the brunches.
Yes. Malz, what's one of the worst things that you've heard people say in front of you? Besides what Maro said to me.
Bleep bleep bleep.
Are you allowed to curse? You're not. Or you cursed at school? I know you do. Because I was 9 years old too. Yeah. So when you had that fight with that boy, were you cursing him out? You could say it. You won't get in trouble.
No one said anything that bad to you.
No.
Okay. Good answer.
Are you? Would you say you're a pretty strict parent?
Not strict. I think my mom says I'm not nurturing.
Really? In what aspect? Your kids are always with you.
I'm that.
Yeah.
I think I'm just more tough love.
Okay, got
I
you.
think, which she was that way.
Uh-huh.
But now that she's older, I think she says that I need to nurture them and, you know,
For sure.
that gentle parent stuff.
Please. Okay, I don't got time for that.
No, negative.
I have a question. This is a good question. Do you make your kids work out?
No.
No. So there's not get up and go run a mile in the morning?
Nope.
That's just what happened.
I think they've all been very athletic. My oldest, he did stop playing sports.
Yeah.
Gained a lot of weight. He's bigger than you. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he, in the last year, picked up weightlifting and stuff. So he goes to train Waco every day now. And the thing about y'all guys is y'all slim down like that.
Do you think so? I feel like I've been the same. I'm very self-conscious about my weight.
Really?
I am.
I mean,
I like, because I don't, I mean, look at the guys I work out with. You know what I mean? So I even still get like, just, God, I'm never going to look like that.
But I think it's because the point you came from.
Yeah.
Because you got there and what it took to get to where you are now.
No, for sure. And let me tell you, I am proud of my little weight loss journey.
Oh, you
for
should
sure.
be.
And, big shout out to FabFit with Monika, Soko Soccer Academy. Of course, my boy Joe Luna, he trained me for a whole... I used to see you with Joe. Remember in the mornings? Yeah. And I was like, is that Monika?
I'm like...
Is that the Monika? And she's just
I'm
like...
oh.
So you're training all hours of the day pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. So I mean, did you ever just... I mean, is this what you've been doing the last 10-ish years or so? I mean, did you have a regular job before that? Or
I worked part-time at the city first.
Right.
And then I went to the YMCA part-time.
No, but those don't count. That's still fitness. Like, did you work at Wendy's or something? Or
No.
you know what I mean? An office job.
I did office work when I was at Texas State. I worked in the business
At
office
what
there.
point did you know that you could stop working full-time to pursue fitness and training?
After COVID, I think we just learned how to manage better.
Yeah.
But like I said, after that, FabFit grew so much that it just, all my time went to that.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
I got you. What are some of the biggest mistakes that you see people making in fitness?
I think a lot of people, which I was guilty of this as well, is they try too many things and they don't stick to one thing and make that consistent, which I do a lot for my mental. And I'm sure people are tired of me posting my fitness stuff, but like I weight lift, I do CrossFit, I go to cycling classes. But in my mind, I feel like if I don't do those things, I'm not going to feel good just as a person. It has nothing to do with my physique anymore.
Right.
At my age, I just literally do it for my mental.
It affects your mentality, for sure.
Totally, yeah.
I can skip workout for one day and I feel like a fat slob.
Yeah.
I feel like
you
I'm
feel,
back
you
to
feel
my
it.
yeah. It's
or
crazy.
the days I don't work out, which I haven't worked out much this week because I have an injury.
Okay.
But if I don't work out, I'm a different person when I go home. So I don't like to go home and
Okay.
take it out on my kids or
I don't see you yelling at the kids. Is she be yelling at you guys? Getting mad and stuff? Yeah.
Sometimes.
You don't look like an angry person to me.
Well,
Can that be back to differ?
they hear all the words. They hear all the words.
I just would never think that about you because you seem so level-headed, especially in class. I wonder what okay, so like we mentioned earlier, there's sometimes will be like 30 of us in class, right?
Yes.
And some people are new, some people are seasoned. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do a fitness class that big. Is there a big challenge for that? And how do you keep your eyes on everybody to make sure everybody's doing the right thing?
That 5:30 class?
Yeah.
There's some people in other classes who call that the special ed class.
Is that us? Is that are we special ed?
No, I just think it's because it is the biggest class and there's so many different types of people. It's just harder to control.
Right, for sure.
But I usually try to cap it. But then I'm the type of person who I don't like to turn people away.
Yeah.
So sometimes it grows over 20. But it does get difficult. And like I want to watch people and make sure they're doing stuff correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
And it's really hard, especially when you have new people. And then when I do have new people, like I have to focus on them a little bit more, which I'm glad the seasoned people know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But you want to give everybody attention.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what they go there for. But
Right.
it's just grown so much.
So how do you find the time in the middle of a huge class like that to train somebody who's actually new? You know what I mean? And give them the right direction on how to do movements, because we could do the movement wrong one time. I've had a back injury.
Oh, totally.
And I was a question mark for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
So how do you find the time to do that in the middle of class when it's somebody brand new?
So I focus on them, but I
Yeah.
try to put them next to somebody who is seasoned in their experience, and I let them know, like,
for
watch
sure.
them. And, I have good people in class who...
Yes. And one thing that I always liked about your class too, because I will say even when I was brand new, I mean, like I knew right away I was going to be in the corner back there. The only person I knew was Leslie at the time because she was going consistently, or still is. And so what I like about Monika, you really do promote inclusivity.
Yes.
Is that the right word? Inclusivity?
I know what
like,
you mean.
Yeah, like so when there's partner WODs is what you call them, or workouts, you partner people together.
Yes.
Like do you know automatically who you're going to put to prepare and stuff like that?
Usually, if it's not people who already know, like they're going into that together.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
But there's been times that if it's a new person, I'll tell a seasoned person, like, hey, can you be their partner today? Just because I know they're going to help them.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. And I like that you do that, though, because a lot of people are already self-conscious about going into a workout, and they feel like they're going to be judged, especially by seasoned people. I was guilty. I knew that when I went to Soko for the first time. I was like, these guys are going to judge me, make fun of me, and they never did, thank God. You know what I mean? But, you know, I always appreciated that about your class, because you do partner people together. Do you find that some people are hard to train sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that's anywhere. I think you have people who think they know more than they do. Or I've had people who go in there and, you know, I'll program a workout and they'll do something completely different.
Yeah.
Which different from, I understand if like you have an injury and stuff, then we'll modify things. But sometimes they'll just like do their own thing. I've had a couple of those people, but for the most part, like everybody's been pretty good.
Yeah, no, most definitely, for sure. Now, you know what? As much as we talked about you keeping in the shadows and, you know, everything that you ever see about Monika is always fitness, right? Okay. And then, you know, you had your first hater. Just some weeks before this.
maybe second.
Maybe second.
I was telling someone the other day how I don't TikTok. I just don't. She TikToks more than I do. Yeah. So when I decide,
that's their generation. I just barely got into TikTok 5 minutes ago.
And I still can't. It's still so I'll literally be like, Mel, do this TikTok for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But I created TikTok. It was public. It wasn't set private. So I created a TikTok of everybody's bad lifts failing because you know not everything's great. Okay. So it was more of like an inspirational thing, saying like not everything's perfect, whatever. I got so many horrible comments.
Isn't it terrible?
I wanted to cry.
Really?
Horrible, but from people I don't even know.
Yes, that's the worst part about it.
It was horrible. So I went on there and I made my TikTok private, of course.
You can't submit. You can't do that. No, put it back public right now, or else I'm not airing this episode. No, you have to. You have to learn. Listen, your daughter's tough nails, and so are you. Okay, you could just stick Malz on them; it'll be all right.
Yeah.
No, okay. So, but you posted the video, and it was basically of people failing.
Yes.
Something a little bit different. Yeah. You know, this is the reality of workout. Yeah. Okay, so you got a lot of backlash for that.
Yes.
Yes, but you know what? I'm referencing. There was somebody who you posted all of us.
Right.
And our weight loss. And, you know, Kaylin was on the show, who I love, right? And she's been on the show twice. She's the queen. I love her. And then there was me, and then there was all these other people. And then somebody went on there and, like, threw some shade. Yeah. Right? That this is false advertising and surgery, blah, 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 blah. And so I know that affected you. Yeah. Yeah.
And I expect that, especially in our day and time today. You know how many people will get surgeries or weight loss surgery. Mm-hmm. And I've had a handful of people who've had weight loss surgery, who've had cosmetic surgery, everything. And I think if you don't know what that person is going through or went through to get to that point, then you don't understand. Right. So like the comments that were made, I think come from a place of people just automatically thinking, you know, she didn't get that way because she goes to FabFit. Right. Which is understandable, but the whole point of someone wanting to be there to make themselves even better. Right. That's to me, that's all that matters.
You're still putting in the work, though. You don't go there to look cute and take pictures. I mean, everybody's still putting in the same work, essentially. Yeah. But, you know, I understand that comment or, you know, those things affected you. Yeah. And I know when I've had my first bashing on social media is what I call it. You know, the more popping we become, that's what happens. Malz, get ready when in 10 years, bullies don't go away. They just don't. We're in our 30s and 40s and they exist to this day. Okay. Unfortunately. And so, you know, I know that I took that hard. Yeah. You know, it was just New Year's Eve and I was like, oh my God, my day is ruined. You know, Caitlin actually was one of the people that I confided in, actually. Yeah. So how did you overcome that though? And I remember us having a conversation at brunch at Waco Lounge, shout out to them, that it's not the last time that's going to happen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So how did you end up just being like?
Because I think on the flip side, like what FabFit is about speaks more volumes than the negative.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's all in the presence of people.
Yeah.
Like, look at the numbers.
Oh, for sure.
Know? So
yeah, and there's a lot of people in your class that have lost tremendous weight, you know, and they're putting in the work, you know what I mean, and it's not because of me, it's because of the choices that they've made, and I'm very mindful about what I say about people's transformations or their weight loss journey. I've had people come in and they've already lost the weight before they've come to me. They just come in because they want to, you know, work out and gain muscle and whatever. But I'm very mindful. First of all, I always ask people if I can share their
pictures.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
You know, or half the time they're sending me their pictures.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, you
and
can just share my pictures all you want. Yeah, it's publicity. You know,
totally.
Now, Malz, you know, there was people trying to go in on your mom. What are you gonna do about it? Because you're tough, right? And you don't play no games, and you're serious. So what are you gonna do about it?
You have to think
Like,
about
messing with you?
Huh?
Messing with you?
just negative comments.
They were messing with her, girl.
If that's you, you better stop because I'm going to come for you.
There you go. Yeah. And you know what's great too? So besides your kids who are going to go to bed, it's like the whole gang was about to just like...
Because she's probably more successful than you.
Oh, darling. Yeah. Malz, if this was orange juice, I'd give you some, but it's not. This is adult orange juice.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, my bad.
She's
But you know
rounding
what's great too, and what I appreciate is like the gang was getting like FabFit gang. Y'all can't F with them. No, they were about to go. I was about to sleep with the person's husband, right? While they all tore the other girl apart limb by limb. Do you feel good having built that kind of support system, and people are going to have your back? And
yeah, because there's strength in those numbers. You know, like
for sure,
everybody who is around all of us knows what happens there.
Oh yeah.
So.
And they don't. And yes, they're not playing them. I like that too. That, you know, when I had Marty Marr on the show, who's a South Waco rapper, now the whole hood fucks with me. It's the best thing ever. It is. The hood. Somebody the other day on social media said because I said, oh, people want to beat me up because they do for some reason, and then he said, oh, what was the word? You guys are gonna make fun of me. We would spin the block for you.
Hello. There you go.
He did. He said, "Don't worry, bro. We spin the block for you." And I'm like, "That sounds hot, but you know, okay, sure."
You got him.
And then I know when I had my social media attacking, I don't know, Fatboy Micholan Botana Junior Banda. Mm-hmm. He rides for me too. He went in there and fought my battle for me, and I was like, "Thank you so much."
See?
Yeah. It was So when you're nice to people and you do good by them, yes. You know, God, listen, Monika. I hate that we're running out of time. We could have been here forever and ever, right? But you know, you were able to overcome the BS. You obviously built an empire with FabFit with Monika. What is next going forward for you? I mean, is this something that you want to continue to do long term?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, this one, of course, we celebrated 9 years this past week. Yes. That was that's why I had to hold off another week or two.
Good deal. Yes.
And
9 years,
10 years next year. So, but this one was like, so when you hit your 20 year, you're gonna have 20 days of FabFit. I was like, if I'm still there, then she'll take it over.
For sure. Is doing something like this, personal training, could that be a long-term career? Can you retire from this?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
I know some old trainers.
Yeah. Well, listen, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, you're like, yeah, right? You know?
Right?
Yes, for sure. You know, I wonder, are your DMs lit? I know you're married, you know, shout out to the relationship, but I wonder if your DMs are lit too.
I don't even open if they are. I don't even open them. But
I would ask the husband the same thing if he was here. Now I don't want him trying to whoop my ass. Okay, I think I only met your husband once at the Waco Awards.
Yeah,
and, you know, I was trash. I was super trash there.
He remembers you because of that.
Does he really?
Day.
Because I was the only one that stood for you when they called you. Because I just knew you were gonna win, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie, I was salty when you didn't win. No shade to the other person. I was just like, oh, that was for sure Monika's award. I don't care. No, that was just my opinion. I don't know.
Everybody was like, who was that? Who won?
Yeah, no. You know, shout out to them. Yeah, for sure. I don't know them, but you know, I just knew you were gonna. I was rooting for you, and I was like,
thanks.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you don't do this for the accolades though? No. So this isn't what it's about for you.
No. Yeah, not at all.
Gotcha.
I do it for everybody who.
Malz, what about you? Are you always going to be showing up to mom's class? And what do you want to do when you grow up? That's a good question.
I want to be a barber.
Wow. Is that right? That's crazy. No, it's not crazy. That's cool. But like, why not stay in sports?
Because already I don't want to play on the team.
Oh, I got you. Well, do it. And let me tell you something right now. There's one thing I wish when I was 9 years old is that my parents put me in some damn sports. Stay in sports.
You didn't play anything?
No. I didn't play nothing. I wanted to be a cheerleader, and my dad said no.
He should have let you be a cheerleader.
Yeah, he should have let me be a cheerleader, and I would have been like one of those guys from the Netflix series Cheer.
There you
and
go.
Doing tumbles and stuff, and I didn't. I just became 300 pounds and had to work out for it in my 30s. Okay, so listen to me, honey. I'm older than you. Stay in sports.
But he did it.
Yes, there's time to change, but it's harder when you're in your 30s.
Yes,
okay,
and even harder later.
Listen, Monika, thank you so much for coming on to this episode of the podcast. Is there any shout outs that you want to give? Again, congratulations to 9 years with FabFit with Monika that you just went ahead and accomplished. We've got, obviously you're going to have more in the future. Anything that you can leave us with? Any shout outs or anything?
To my crew, like they're the ones who created and made this program what it is.
Yeah.
Like you, everybody.
Thank you so much. No, it's an honor to be a part of your class. I really enjoy your class so much. Thank you for letting me be a part of that experience. I don't think that if it was for you, I would have never joined a CrossFit competition. That was like, and to do that alongside with my brother and Hector, like that was amazing.
And then we have another one coming up.
We got another one coming up. Yes, we're going to be training. Yes, we're going to train for that. Okay, I told you I'd do the October.
To the August one.
I don't know about the August one.
That one's, yeah.
Okay. that one's 100 degrees. No way. Well, listen, thank you guys again so much for tuning into this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Monika, thank you so. Listen, and I told her we would do this too. Give a shout out to Gracie for the hat, please.
Oh, Grace.
I lost the other hat, girl. I'm not fucking around.
That's what I love about my group too.
Yeah.
How many entrepreneurs are within it?
Yeah,
like I have a list of. I can go through a list of people what they do, but Grace with a little. She has a boutique called A Little of Grace, and she keeps us all swagged out.
Yeah.
She made my hat. She got him a lightning bolt one, so
yes, for sure.
Hit her up.
I don't know where my lightning bolt hat went. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I left it here.
He'll wear it on the next show.
Yes, but we're on the next show. Okay. No, well, now that I have the freaking handkerchief, yes. Okay. Listen, to everybody that tuned into this episode, thank you guys again. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow FabFit with Monika on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram. You guys check out her workout programs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just nervous about working out, this is a really good place to start out. I mean, it's a no judgment zone. She'll really just kind of welcome you in. Everybody will welcome you in for that matter. And it's a really good place to go ahead and do your thing. And let's keep out a lookout for Malz. Here in about 10 years, 20 years, she might be our next barber. All right? Malz, thank you for coming on. How does it feel about being the youngest guest on The Public Affair?
I'm really proud of myself.
There you go.
And thank you, Andrew.
Now, when you go to school in the 5th grade, you're going to 5th grade?
Fourth?
Yeah, tell everybody you're on a podcast. I bet none of them ever did that, all right? You'll be the coolest person in school, right? To everybody, thank you again so much. Before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just some more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Brothers Roofing and Remodeling, my boy Jesus Sanchez from Mart, Texas. He's a small construction business from Mart, specializing in general roofing needs and so much more. Protect your home from the crazy elements of Texas weather with his high quality and affordable work. Follow on Facebook and call the number on the screen for a consultation. My boy Jesus Sanchez, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Of course, to Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training and elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes with professionals, of course, like George De Leon. Of course, I am a proud sponsor of the Soko soccer team, coached by my brother Mauro Maldonado. I do it for the kids now because that's my new thing for publicity. It's for the children. Yes. No, it's been a pleasurable experience. So thank you for letting me be a part of that. To Soko Soccer Academy, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio with Jeffrey Monreal, home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. Monika, if you need your cars modded, it's summertime right now, you need the tint, call Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio. He's got you and get your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. Jeffrey, thank you so much for all you do for me on the show, bro. I truly appreciate it. And we just referenced this guy earlier, Fatboy Michelada Botano, my boy Junior Banda, who rides hard for me and The Public Affair. You have to get through him. There's a list of people, him, Chastity, and Rosanna. You have to get through them if you want to come for me. And I'm just going to be sitting back drinking my mimosas, all right? They provide the best michelada and botanas plates for yourself or for a party with a menu of ton of different items, including botanabos, chamoy, pickles, and more. He's locally operated, so make sure you get the best and not the rest. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Fatboy Michelada y Botana and place your order now to Junior Banda. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I got to give a big shout out to my boy Fernando de la Rosa. Oh, his wife comes to class.
Yes.
His wife does come to class, yes. With Big Bear Lawn Care. He's a small landscaping business. Listen, it's hot. Ew, who's trying to cut the grass? I'm not cutting no grass. Mouse is not cutting no grass. Monica don't want to cut no grass. But listen, Big Bear Lawn Care will do that for you. I know y'all's lawns are a hot ass mess, but he'll take care of it. He does mowing, edging, mulching, and so much more. Call the number on the screen for a free quote. To Fernando de la Rosa, thank you so much for bringing us this episode of The Public Affair. Shout out to the wife. She's hot. She's been in class. We worked out together. Yes, we do that ball together. Yeah. Yeah, we did. You partnered us that one time. Yes, everybody that tuned in again, thank you so much, Monica. 2 years I waited for you to be on the show, and I'm just so grateful that you came on. So thank you, and best of luck to everything that you have with FabFit. I already know it's going to go places. You too, Mouse. Stay out of trouble and just stay active. Take it from me.
We need a part 2.
We're going to do a part 2. I want you back in this show in 2 years. You can do it.
Weeks.
2 weeks. All right, here we go. Future episode of The Public Affair with Malz. And don't forget to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.